And we're joining us to talk a little bit more about Imran Khan's maiden trip to the United States under the Trump administration is Lawrence Sellin, retired U.S. Army colonel, who joins us from the United States. Lawrence Sellin, thanks very much indeed for talking to us this evening. Now, your first thoughts about this trip, how is it going to pan out? There are a lot of expectations from, the Pakistani side, but the Trump administration certainly has its own vision of this relationship.
Well, I think it's difficult to say at this point, but I think it's actually an extension of the tweets. What I'm looking for in these negotiations are two things. First of all, Pakistan has a history of duplicity. That is, it promises help to the United States, yet secretly works against the interests of the United States. Now, what I'm looking for is if Donald Trump is fully aware of this and is willing to hold Imran Khan's feet to the fire during these negotiations. Now, secondly, what Imran Khan is looking for is to convince Donald Trump that the United States badly needs Pakistan in order to get a peace agreement in Afghanistan and maintain peace in Afghanistan, and therefore should make significant concessions to Pakistan, especially in terms of financial aid, the Financial Action Task Force Gray List, and the other things that were mentioned. Now, I also want to see if Donald Trump has correctly deduced the actual contribution that Pakistan can make based on U.S. national interests in South Asia.
Mm-hmm. And probably he hasn't, from what we know, that in this conversation that many countries are having with the Taliban in Afghanistan. Of course, India has been kept out, but Pakistan has been on the talking table there. But Donald Trump sort of swings from a harsh indictment of countries to concessions. Do you think that this would certainly be transactional to that extent, but there would be some substantive issues discussed as well?
Well, there's no doubt that there'll be substantive issues discussed during Imran Khan's visit to the United States. But I think the method of Donald Trump, if I can call it that, is to sometimes appear to go to different extremes. And I think that's part of his negotiating tactics. And you can see that in the Trumps and in the tweets and some in the latest statements that Donald Trump is making.
Right.